Driving the Hycross in NCR. Parents love it. My kids love it.
Ample space for legs, ample space for shoulders, seats are comfortable, softest material on dashboard, door pads.
I can't feel the potholes on the road.
So much of space inside. I can literally stretch my whole body, and the seats are super comfortable.
I have been to so many cars in last few months, and I can say that this third row is more comfortable than second row few cars.
And usually I'd be grumbling, but not this time, because the Innova Hycross, it's got this very comfortable third row over here.
Right now, for the last half an hour, with everyone in the car with the AC running, the display was still showing 16 plus. We were in a mixed driving condition, so efficiency is the icing on the cake. Now, when you think of a large premium family mover, it has to be the Innova, especially the Innova Hycross. For the last few years, this is your go-to premium full-sized MPV for you and your family needs. Is that really true? Well, to find out, I'll have with me my team members for this detailed analysis. So, 7 of us giving you our opinion, our verdict on the Hycross. Me from a full load point of view, my co-driver, second row passengers, the third row passenger, and of course the boot space as well. For the video, we have with us Yogesh, Prashant, of course myself, Aradhya, Julian, Lakshay and Shipranshu. This is an exclusive video you will not find anywhere else on YouTube. First of all, the boot space on offer. Now, all the 3 rows are in place. You can see Prashant and Radhya are right over here. So, all the 3 rows are in place. Even the last row is reclined for their comfort. And yet, this is the amount of space that the Hycross offers you. I have a large suitcase coming in right over here. I have a large camera bag, which is like a night stroller. I have one more night stroller. So, decent amount of stuff for people who want to go on escape with their family or friends. And then, look at this space. You have more space right over here to keep small knickknacks, a small shoulder bag, water bottles, and so on. And all the 3 rows and all the people in the last row get their own headrest, 1, 2, and this one can be placed cleverly on this left side right over here. So yeah, it's practical, it's clever, and it's spacious. So the boot done, let's now tell you the space on the inside in all the 3 rows. Now this is what an XL sized MPV is supposed to be. There is so much space on the inside. The seats are large. Everything is also large on the inside. It's been a week since I have been driving the Hycross in NCR. Parents love it. My kids love it. And of course, I'm assuming even team members are gonna like this. First impressions, very, very positive. It's a no-nonsense practical MPV. It's not very luxurious. It's not very wow on the inside, but everything is super, super functional. For example, on both the ends, we have these cup holders which can cool your drinks on the move. Under armrest storage space is literally wow. The cup holders are large as well, and everything falls into my place. The collar mounted shift lever, for example, is easy to use, easy to operate. Even while driving in traffic, my hand is on my left knee. I can just raise my finger and initiate the surround view camera. So everything falls into your hands perfectly well. As a driver, very happy, very satisfied.
So as a co-passenger, what I love about the Hycross is the space around. Ample space for legs, ample space for shoulders, seats are comfortable, softest material on dashboard, door pads. It's not luxurious as you said, but it gives you a premium feel inside the cabin. Everything is reachable, plenty of space for your bottles in the door pads, for your maps, for your magazines, a decent size glove box. So first impressions are pretty nice. And the space around it, I'm loving it.
And you can also notice that I'm 6 feet tall, healthy build, he's 5'10", and yet our shoulders are not touching, not rubbing, our elbows are not touching. It's a wide vehicle that people who are XXL size like me will definitely love and like. We have our team members in the second and third row. Let's see what they have to say as a first opinion, and then we go for a spin.
So I'm in the second and the most important row of the Innova Hycross, and I have so much of space inside. I can literally stretch my whole body, and the seats are super comfortable. Plus I have this good armrest, and like my leg room area is so good. Even a 6 feet 5-inch people will easily sit here. And talking about the AC, this is outstanding. And I have also these sun blinds, plus the seats are Ottoman, so I can stretch this my leg space, and if there's no one on the front seat, I can literally split it and stretch my legs completely. So if you are a CEO, this is the car you are looking for.
You might find me repeating things that Lakshay just mentioned, but this is the USP of this car. I have an excellent legroom here, which feels very comfortable, and these are Ottoman seats, so if you want the excellent level of comfort on the go, you get that. And the third thing that I like the most, the AC controls are positioned in the second row. If you want to adjust temperatures by yourself, you also have that. And last but not the least, you have an utility tray here, so this is also a convenience that most of the car brands don't offer.
So when you're the youngest two people or the smallest people in the house, you usually get thrown in the back row. And usually I'd be grumbling, but not this time. Because the Innova Hycross, it's got this very comfortable third row over here. As of now, we have Julian as a third passenger, but we'll be showing you more as a six-seater as well. How does it perform? As of now, I have a 6-foot person sitting right in front of me, and even then things are very comfortable. I've got just about enough legroom to keep myself comfortable, and there's space under the seat as well to tuck in my feet. Talking about some spacious bits on offer, well, I have a cup holder, and it's also useful for me to keep my phone over here. And in fact, I have some more space here as well, but there's no plug point over here compared to what's there on Prashant's side. But overall, first impressions I would say are pretty nice. The aircon is also working very well. I had concerns because the vent is placed quite far, but despite that, it's working very well. Let's hear from Prashant. What does he have to say?
Okay, so Lakshay is in front of me. He is 5'8" and I am 5'6". Still very decent amount of legroom in third row despite. I have been to so many cars in last few months, and I can say that this third row is more comfortable than second row few cars. Also, I get a bottle holder, one cup holder, and phone रखने के लिए there's a cubby space. Even there's a 12-volt charging socket there.
Alright then, from a driver's perspective, how is the Hycross with a full load? Before that, the Hycross is also offered in a non-hybrid avatar with slightly less features, but the price gap is huge. How is that vehicle? Well, that review also drops very soon on 91Ms, including a real-world fuel economy test between the hybrid and the non-hybrid Hycross. Let's get going. First thing first, I told initially the word is practicality here. Everything is nice to the point. Visibility is excellent. You have a surround view camera. Although the quality is not that good, but yeah, you have this camera helping you get out of tight situations. And the large glass area just aids visibility in this manner. In this particular setup, the Hycross is still very efficient in spite of being a large vehicle. Let me just tell you the figures before I move forward. Using the car alone in traffic conditions, commuting from West Delhi to Gurugram, in a mix of slow traffic and then the Gurugram highway, less traffic and going faster speeds, I have been seeing a very easy 18 to 19 kmpl on the display. That's fantastic for a large vehicle. I did a small sort of a mileage marathon also. At 80-85, you can squeeze out 20 plus kmpl as well. But on a real world basis, if you're coming up from a smaller MPV, smaller SUV to this larger one, your pockets will remain happy. The car's got a full load right now. We have luggage in the boot. We have 7 people. Yeah, Julian is still there in the last row. So full load. But from a driver's perspective, you don't feel that. In some cars, suspension will start behaving in a bad way with a full load. It will go down. The car will move around. Over speed breakers, you can feel suspension compressing completely. Nothing of that sort. We have seen the Innova being a workhorse in various industries as a private vehicle in the tour operator business as well, and Toyota knows how to keep their customers happy. You do a full load, you go for cross-country runs, you go to the Himalayas, suspension will remain sorted. No issues on that foot, and that basically infuses a lot of confidence in the driver as well. What do you have to say?
So as a co-passenger, there is no compromise on comfort. It is made for comfortable rides, and it offers you comfort in every row, starting from the first row to the last row. And one thing I liked is the suspension. The tuning of suspension is very nice. You can't feel small bumps and breakers if you are driving it in the city. NVH level is very good. You don't get any tire noise, any engine noise. Hybrid kicks in, so it infuses the engine noise. But when the driver or someone is gunning it, then you get some amount of engine noise in the cabin, which is manageable. Here are some things which I think could have been better if Toyota has given it, like the electric seat controls for the co-passenger seats. You can control the recline angle and you can slide it, but all the controls are manual, no electric control for the co-passenger seat. There is no cooling in the glove box. For nearly about 32 lakh ex showroom for the top spec model, cool glove box is something which could have been given in the Hycross. But overall comfort levels, overall practicality is pretty nice in the cabin. Everything is reachable to the co-passenger as well. The seat ventilation, the AC control, the touchscreen, everything is pretty well placed inside the cabin.
Missing features, one more, we all have modern day phones and our phones support wireless charging. That is missing at this price point. In fact, I was hunting around for that when the car came to me, but yeah, you don't have that. It is silent when the EV operation is on, but you go flat out, that sound definitely comes into the picture. But overall, happy first experience.
So folks, this is my first time in the Innova Hycross. The seats are fantastic. It feels like the business class seat we get in airplanes, as there is so much of space. The armrest is really nice. The under thigh support is good. So there's an extended parcel tray, and we can keep two water bottles plus some food item. And the AC performance is outstanding. We are in the summers. The temperature is around 40 degree. Plus, I cannot feel any sweat, and the overall ambience of the car is too good. So let's hear from Yogesh what he has to say.
So as Bunny sir said that with the full load, the car does not feel fully loaded. In the same manner, I can't feel the potholes on the road. Truly, the suspension does its job well. And the thing that I just noticed, you get sun blinds here. If you're the person who want privacy on the go, you have that. While we can't show you right now, but we have these mood lightings on both sides that make the night ambience very good.
So we just crossed a breaker, and as you saw, despite that, the car did not throw me around at all. It's kept things very comfortable here, and especially now with Julian gone, things have become a lot more comfortable. I can easily stretch out over here. I've got plenty of under thigh support as well. It's decent for me personally. And I guess one more thing I want to point out is, again, the aircon, it's chilling things to a very good level. Then talking about the overall ride quality, now again, the ride quality here is actually quite brilliant. I must admit, I'm very comfortable over here. It's only at the turns that you can feel a slight flexing, but otherwise things are not bad at all. Effectively, I would say this car is a proper long distance commuter. You can carry 6 people in absolute comfort. It's only when you add a third passenger over here that things get a little tight. But even then, under those situations, I think things are manageable for shorter journeys. But effectively, as a 6-seater, I think this car just hits the spot very well.
So for me personally, I feel under thigh support is a bit less, and also the headroom. Just look at it. On sharp turns, my head usually touches the roof. We have the adjustable headrest.
And in fact, one more thing I want to point out is the overall the cabin, it feels very ambient, and that's thanks to this very large panoramic sunroof over here. And in fact, even the window area in the last row, it's not quite as bad. The windows, I mean, okay, they're small, but they're not as small as I expected them to be. They appear small from the outside, but I think they're pretty manageable on the inside as well. And well, there's one more unique thing I want to point out is this. Now, this is the seatbelt for the third passenger here. Usually, you do not carry 7 people in a car like this with captain seats, but that's the case over here. You do carry 7 people over here.
Now, this is the beauty of the Hycross if you use the car as a chauffeur-driven experience. The front seat is for a person who's around 5'10". I stand 6 feet tall. I have ample amount of knee room right over here, and things are very, very comfortable. We have pushed the co-driver seat all the way ahead, and this is what happens.
So now I am completely relaxed over here. The Ottoman seats are the real beauty of the Innova Hycross, especially if you are buying the top spec variant. These seats are very comfortable if you're having a chauffeur driven experience, and only 2 person in the rear. You can recline the seat all the way back. You can use the Ottoman to relax, to sleep, to take a nap while going on your long trips. The seats are electrically adjustable. The Ottoman and the recline angle is electrically adjustable. However, the slide function is manual, which could be a bummer For some customers, if you are paying this much of amount and getting 2 electrically controlled functions and one is still manual, so that could be a bummer, but that's manageable. The USP of the Hycross is this ottoman seats, and this is a perfect place for your long trips, for your short trips, and you can easily spend your vacation journeys on this seat.
Plus, this floor is completely flat. It just adds to the whole visibility and the airiness on the inside. You do have your 2 charging outlets over here, which the team members forgot to mention you. A slight bummer is that you can't really slide your feet under the front seats. On both the sides, there's a panel over here. If that can be sorted, Toyota/Maruti Invicto, for example, the car will even become better. If I had to be a critic, one more thing, rivals in the same price band, for example, from Tata, they do offer rear seat ventilation. If Toyota can add that, this car is perfect in so many areas, right?
Yes, and one more thing, here you get a small tray to keep your stuff like your phone, like your snacks, and you get 2 cup holders, so on the go you can enjoy your drinks. One more thing which could be a bummer for some customers, like you said, rivals are offering the boss mode. You can control the co-passenger seat from this seat only, but in the Hycross you don't get the boss mode, so you have to rely on the driver, or you have to get down from the car to adjust the front seat as per your comfort.
But I think even then, the amount of space, the amount of airiness, practicality, the ride quality, and the low sound because of the EV thing coming in, all these things combined together, along with the long ownership experience that Toyota is known for, it's thumbs up for me.
And one more thing, the efficiency.
It's killer. Even for a long vehicle, 3-row vehicle, I've been telling you the figures. Right now, for the last half an hour, with everyone in the car, with the AC running, the display was still showing 16 plus. We were in a mixed driving condition, so efficiency is the icing on the cake. And that brings us to the end of this detailed analysis of the Hycross. The asking price for the range-topping version is 31.3 lakh rupees ex-showroom, but a lot of states are offering you incentives. For example, in Uttar Pradesh, no RTO on hybrids. That saves you a lot of money. There are a few very small shortcomings or lack of features which Toyota can update very soon in the Hycross. It's been here for the last 2.5 years. A mild facelift, addition of a few features, and then there'll be no two ways about it. This is the perfect premium family MPV, a people mover that you want to upgrade to from a smaller vehicle. This is it. It's got the space, it's got the reliability, it's got the efficiency, it's practical as well, and this thing can fly. With a couple of people in the car, 0 to 110 seconds, that's bonkers for a family MPV. We have the same analysis for other practical MPVs which are cheaper to own, the XL6 and the Karens. The links are currently in the description section below. If you can't afford the Hycross, you want to go for something that's smaller, the XL6 and the Karens, multiple people review will answer your questions.